Hi, I'm Paola, and this is a speech about an important day that had happened in my life. And this is my mom. As you can tell, we look just alike. This is an important day of my life as well. I graduated that day, and then I had nationals that day, so she went and supported me. And a quote is, "No one knows what you've been through or your pretty lies have seen, but I can reassure you, whatever you have conquered, it shines through your mind." By Nikki Rowe. My mom is my supporter. She's always there for me. She's my rock. She's my A1. We tell each other everything. Like when I went to college, I called her every day, tell her what was going on through the day. And if something happened on my swim team, I'd call her and be like, "Hey, Mom, you won't believe what happened today. Some tea happened, you know?" And so today, I'll be talking about something that happened between my mom and I. I was coming home, I'd say in 2012, so I was in 7th grade. I was coming home from school, excited to tell her something about what happened throughout the day, because I always tell her something that went on. Either it was like schoolwork or a big test that happened and I got a really good grade on it. And then I come home and she's super sad. And in my mind, I'm like, what could happen? I'm thinking, family members possibly really don't know what happened. And she sits me down and she tells me that she had really bad news for me. And as a mom, I know that she didn't want to have me to go through that, because I know that as a child for her, she had to go through the same thing. And so she didn't want me to go with that. So she sat me down and she told me that she had been diagnosed with cancer on December 10th, 2012. And I knew from that moment, I was thinking, what could possibly happen to my mom? Like, is she gonna die? Is it like bad cancer? She's gonna have to lose her hair? Is she gonna have to like go through chemotherapy or just anything? Like, am I gonna lose her forever? Just thinking of the worst things. But she told me that she had thyroid cancer, so it wasn't the worst cancer that she could be possibly diagnosed with. So she would have to go through radiation, and radiation is which is like you won't get your hair loss or anything. It's just that she has radioactive in her body, so you can't be near her at a certain time. And so while that was happening, we had the best support system, but I was like, I need my mom the most. So how am I gonna deal with my mom not being there? But like as throughout the years went on, my mom figured out ways of how to be there for me no matter what, always going to my swim meets, my dance performances. Like, she didn't care if she wasn't there or not. She was making sure that her daughter was always in her mind and making sure that she had her support even if she wasn't there. And so as I left for college, it made me wonder, well, what again? Like, what if it happens again? What if I'm gone and like something happens and I'm not home for my mom? Well, actually our relationship got even stronger while I went to college. But then, on that day where she got diagnosed for the first time, I had to sit down and think, like, how would it affect my mom? And how would, like, it go for her? And, like, what would go through her mind? And so, my mom, when she first got diagnosed with it, she went through the process of figuring out what she could do, what would make her tired and what didn't make her tired. What also would make her tolerate things and what couldn't tolerate things. With the thyroid, I know that it's a big body function, so like obviously she had to figure out if she got too cold at a certain temperature, if she ever gets hot, so she had to figure out what to wear if it's too hot for her. So she had to do all those things on her own. But then the biggest thing that she had to think about is that she's a cancer patient and how it's going to affect her and her and I's relationship. But not only one time did it happen, but it also happened 6 months after she got cleared in 2015, on July 18th, 2015. And then it came back for the third time, August 25th, 2017, my senior year. But as of April 2019, she has been stabled, which means it's like a remission version of her cancer, because for her type of cancer, she doesn't have remission. As of right now, she does not have cancer. And she has to go back yearly instead of 6 months. She has to go back every year to get her checked, which is good. So my mom is my rock. I don't know what I'd do without her. She's the strongest woman. Whew, I know. And she doesn't let her battles get in the way of things that she does in her life. Like for nationals, she went to She went there for the 4 days, sat there the 4 days. She went from 9 a.m. to 9 at night to support me. That doesn't stop her from anything. So, thank you for coming to my speech.